Hello everyone, and welcome to my EastEnders Soap Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Fans of soap operas have expressed confusion over Cindy Beale's relationship with Junior Knight, pointing out that the villain on EastEnders is having a sexual relationship with her ex-stepson. The Walford icon played by Michelle Collins has had to control her attraction to her ex-husband George Knight, Colin Salmon, thus her marriage to Ian Beale, Adam Woodyard, has not been blissful. Even though the two had made covert advances toward each other behind the backs of their partners, the former boxer finally ended what seemed to be a developing relationship by concluding Elaine Peacock, Harriet Thorpe, is the only woman for him. In a different turn of events, Cindy Beale discovered solace in a man no one would have thought she could ever get along with, Junior Knight, George's son, Micah Balfour. The handsome man made his Walford debut earlier this year. Since then, he has had numerous relationships and broken Bianca Jackson's heart during their one-night stand. But this week, Cindy and Junior were unstoppable as they ran amok at number 45, putting themselves in danger of being discovered by Ian's son Bobby Beale, Clay Milner Russell. As the relationship appears to be strengthening, BBC One viewers dampened down the new plot by remembering that Junior was actually Cindy's stepson. Taking to Facebook, one of them wrote, "Isn't Junior basically Cindy's stepson because she was married to George," and recalled that Cindy had once adopted the name Rose after falling in love with George, the father of her two children, Gina and Anna. Cindy attempted to flee her resentful former cellmate while registered in the Witness Protection Program at the time. Junior, George's first child with his former partner, had already arrived. Another soap opera viewer added, "But ain't Bobby dating his stepsister?" after seeing this tidbit. Bobby is dating Cindy's daughter, who is his stepmother. The backstory of the BBC One series was too much for many fans to get beyond, despite some viewers arguing there was no blood relation. One amused TV watcher noted, "The fact that he's her daughter's brother is bad enough. Like that's going to stop the cougar, she's old enough to be his nan," was the reply from another. Another person commented, saying, "Watching those two together makes my stomach crawl. It's ill." Then, a fan hinted to more plot turmoil, with George probably finding out everything. "Cindy is one of those persons who gets tired with people, she doesn't respect herself or anyone else involved, and she has terrible self-esteem." Imagine George's reaction upon learning. According to next week's spoilers, Peter Beale is upset that Bobby Beale, not him, was given the manager position at Beale's Eels, and Lauren Branning surmises that Cindy couldn't have done this without a cause, since she wouldn't have done Bobby a favor. When Peter considers potential outcomes, he incorrectly believes that their family's dramas are to blame. Junior quickly offers Peter a job on his new contract to keep him out of their way after hearing Peter, Gina, and Lauren discussing about Cindy. When Cindy learns that Peter will be working for Junior, she becomes furious and offers him the position of manager at Beale's Eels, preparing to demote Bobby. Cindy's strategy, however, backfires, and she instead tells Junior not to hire Peter, even if Peter won't accept her offer of employment. In the meantime, suspicious of Cindy, Lauren questions her about why she's so keen to get Peter to cease working with Junior. Cindy lies in an attempt to undermine Junior and hide her affair because she is desperate to hide her traces. But could everything alter with one more mistake? Michelle Collins, who most recently returned to EastEnders as Cindy Beale, talked candidly about her hidden goals that might allow her to leave the show once more. After a 25-year break, femme fatale Cindy Beale returned to Albert Square over a year ago. In a moment that rocked the country, fans of EastEnders believed that the notorious character, who had been imprisoned for paying a hitman to kill her husband Ian Beale, Adam Woodyard, had passed away while giving birth. The evil home wrecker, played by Michelle Collins, acknowledges that returning to the soap opera world was first nerve-wracking, but that after a while it seemed as though she had never left. The Queen Vic Boozer will always feel like a stage to her, one that is dramatic and full of turns and twists. However, Michelle, who owns her own production company, has disclosed a secret life goal that may force her to disappear from our screens once more following the remarkable resuscitation of her character. During her appearance on Kay Adams' podcast, How to Be 60, the 62-year-old talked about her mother's passing and how she managed to find happiness and love in her 60s. When asked if she had any goals she hadn't disclosed to others, she laughed and said, "I definitely have a few secret goals. Would it remain a secret if I told you, though? I have never held a position at the National Theatre, you know that. I would adore being employed by the National Theatre. I'd want to portray Blanche de Bois someday." And I was about to comment, "I know that's a really dumb thing to say, but maybe I'm getting too old." Still, I'm not going to say it. The celebrity also disclosed that she wants to obtain a motorbike license so that she and her partner can take a road trip throughout America. "I just want to do it and not tell him and then surprise him," said Michelle. "Bring home the helmet or something." However, Michelle will continue to wreak havoc on Walford streets for the time being, and she will have to take drastic measures to conceal her character's affair. Glancing back at her time as Cindy Beale on EastEnders, Michelle Collins said that she frequently felt out of control as she gained popularity on the BBC soap opera. Michelle Collins has shared with listeners how she often felt out of control in the face of her rising celebrity, speaking candidly about the intense pressure she endured in her early days as Cindy Beale on EastEnders. The seasoned actress, who is currently 62 years old, opened up about her thoughts regarding the extreme media attention she experienced in 1988 on the How to Be 60 podcast. Michelle spoke candidly about her experience, telling Loose Women's Kay Adams that during those trying moments, she would frequently turn to her mother for comfort. "There were a lot of times I felt out of control, and sometimes I would go to my mom and she would really worry about me a lot of the time," she said, looking back on the chats she had with her mother. "And if I would just sit and talk to my mother about anything, she would always reply, 'Well, no matter what happens or what people say about you, I will always love you.'" Michelle said, "You have people in your life, whatever kind of happens, you get through it," when talking about the importance of having a good support network. Despite enduring many hardships, Michelle, who astonishingly made a comeback to EastEnders in 2023 after her character was thought to be dead, feels that all of her experiences have helped shape who she is today, according to the Mirror. Michelle has no significant regrets about her acting career. With joy, the former Coronation Street star acknowledged her playful demeanor and the influence her stories had on the younger cast members. "I feel like the experience I've had in my life makes me the person and the woman that I am today," she said on the show. "Although I prefer to think of myself as mature, I still like having fun and being extremely stupid most of the time. The younger actors who play my daughters, however, usually comment on how funny my stories are. 'Did that really happen?' they ask. And, oh, Michelle is back with another tale. They adore it. Non-J&E regret rain," the actress added, giving a nod to the well-known song by Edith Piaf as she considered her history. "That's how I feel, kind of. I am the person I am now because of my life." She talked back on her early career success and admitted that, for her mental health, she wished she had taken things more slowly. She said, "I have a few regrets, but I'm not going to dwell on them because I think I'm a bit like whatever's gonna be will be. I probably ought to have taken more time for myself, practiced yoga and meditation more frequently back then." "People didn't take time for themselves back then, did they?" the celebrity said. "You avoided discussing mental health." Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.